What's going on, my dudes? Oscar checking in with an all new video. So today I wanted to well, initially today I was going to talk about a manga series that I'm currently reading. I haven't finished reading the first volume yet. Well, as of right now, only the first volume is available of it. I mean, you could read, I think, most of the manga on the Viz app. And I was going to talk about that, but sadly I have not finished it. That is Kaiju number 8. I'm still in the middle of it. I'm like halfway through it, give or take. I really wanted to try to finish it so that I could do this video, and sadly I wasn't able to do so. My work schedule, my job that actually pays me, is ridiculous. And it's like really heavy, so it's hard for me to. The weekends is the only time that I really have to do these videos because of the fact that I'm just always working. And I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to do a Let's Talk about Kaiji number 8. Sadly, it's gonna have to wait till next weekend. Since I'm not doing that, I really did want to do something this weekend. I wanted to upload a video. My sub count's going up really slowly, but it's actually climbing, which is really cool to me. I'm up to like 39 subs now, and that's just wild. You know, like I'm even that high. I know it's not really like in the grand scheme of things like a lot of subs, but it's still 39 subs, and I will gladly take every single one of you, and I thank you that you even bothered to sub to me. I'm gonna stop screwing around and let me show you my manga collection. I'm gonna start with that shelf over there that you don't see, and then I'm gonna close out on the shelf behind me. Let's get into it. Let's see what manga I have. I don't have as much as other people. Like this isn't. I don't have thousands of volumes of manga. I don't have 10,000. I don't have 10,000 volumes of manga. I have maybe under 150 altogether. I'm not really sure. I'll count it, and then I'll put the actual title, the actual amount in the title of the video when I get the video ready to go. So yeah, that's it from me, and let's see what's on the shelves. Figured we'd start at the top of the shelf. I'm gonna show you my Konosuba figures. Sorry about all the dust. I know there's a ton of it. Got Megumin on the end, Yun, and then we got Aqua dressed as Amelia from Re:Zero. And beneath them, we got a stack of DVDs. Again, sorry about the dust. I know there's a ton of it. I try to like clean the shelf off, but it just keeps piling up like nobody's business. We got some Naruto, Code Geass, Fate Stay Night, the original series. Don't ask me why I own that. Bootleg of Paranoid Agent. I do have the I have the Blu-ray now, but this is a bootleg that I bought back when just to have it. Uta Wareru Mono, Samurai 7, and then the first 3 volumes of Bleach. And then if we go down, I'll show you the manga. Alright, I just set my lighting down. I'm like carrying it with me. Just let it adjust. I'm like doing everything by myself. Here we have volume 1 of 7 Billion Needles. I really want to do a video about the series. I only have the first 2 volumes, which sucks, but they're really hard to come by. The whole set is really hard to come by. Even when I got these 2, like years ago, I got these in like 2012, 2013, and even then they were really hard to come by, these volumes. And I saw that somebody was selling their set, all 4 volumes, for like $100, and I kind of wish I'd seen it, but I saw it like too late after it was already gone. And it was already like a couple months gone at that point anyway, so it was just not meant to be. But this is a great series, and I really want to do a video about it, but I want to read the whole thing first. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but yeah, I've had these first 2 volumes for years, and then I never finished that series because I wanted to own it physically, and I still do want to own it physically if I'm ever able to get my hands on the other 2 volumes, volumes 3 and 4. Right here we got Bakemonogatari, the first volume. This is the only one I've read so far. I have volumes 1 through 3. I have volumes 2, I think, on the bottom of the shelf. So I do this thing where like everything that's on this specific shelf is stuff that I've already read, but near the bottom of the shelf I have like my surplus stuff, like that I no longer have space for on my unread shelf. So I put all that here, all my unread stuff. I started putting at the bottom of this shelf, which is supposed to be my read shelf. I know, since I have so much unread manga, like it's just overflowing. We got Chainsaw Man, which I love. I've talked about this in like 2 other videos. I've done 2 videos dedicated to Chainsaw Man. I love this series, like with a burning passion. I got Makima tattooed on my arm. on my forearm. I've read the whole thing. I read it on the Viz app, and then I started collecting these as they come out. So I have all the volumes that are out physically right now, up to 8, and I just kind of like read them. So I've read up to 4. I've read it like I've essentially been rereading the whole series. And we've got Demon Slayer here, the first 3 volumes of Demon Slayer. I never really collected the rest of it for whatever reason, but I have the first 3, and then I read a lot more of it on the Viz app, but I just never finished it. So I'm like just after the arc where the anime is right now. And then right next to it we've got Destiny Lovers, and I did my video about this series, and I got the whole set that's available right now in English for Destiny Lovers. And Destrava, as it would be said in Japanese. It's gonna be tough to kind of like holding the camera and trying to put everything back away. I'll just put it away later. I've got my whole set of Dorohedoro, which I don't have the whole thing of, sadly. I still need volumes 2 and 3. As you can see, I have all my other volumes here. And there's volume 1. Got all my other volumes here, with 4 onward, up through 22, right here. This is the last volume I have of Dorohedoro. I don't have 23, so yeah, it's funny. I don't have 20. I don't have 2, 3, or 23, and then I really do want to like collect those. Like I'm trying to finish out my Dorohedoro set, so hopefully I'm able to do that soon, so that I can have the whole series. I've read a lot of Dorohedoro, I just never finished it. Where I kind of left off was actually right here, my bookmark right there, for volume 16. I left off in the middle of volume 16 and then never finished it, never continued on. I want to start the whole thing back over again. Like I want to start from the beginning and then just read it all the way through, but it's going to be a while because there's so much other stuff that I want to get through. Mashal, Magic and Muscle, I did a video about this as well. This is a great series, really well written. Hajime Komoto, great. I think this is his debut. It's really cute because he does at the openings, or like just in random parts, he like thanks you for reading his manga, and he says he's going to do a great job. He's going to try to do a good job for you to keep you impressed as a reader. It's really funny, like it's really endearing. Just like the notes that he puts in his books, these collections. He's like, I'm still working hard. You know, like he puts that like kind of stuff like in these volumes. I think his notes, the notes that he puts in there. But yeah, I think Mashal is a great series. It's a Shonen Jump Viz app. It's on the Viz app. I saw it there. I never read it. Like I got it physically and then I started reading it once I had my hands on the physical volumes of it. We got Die Dark, which is a great series. This is from Kyu Hayashida, who also did Dorohedoro. So I got this down here, and I got the first 2 volumes of it. This series is nuts. This is one of the wildest series, and shouldn't expect anything less from Hayashida herself. Like her artwork is nuts. Her characters are all nuts, and I love it. I did a video about Die Dark as well. The 3rd volume should be here soon. I think it's gonna get here like on Tuesday. So in like 2 days, it should be here. The first volume of Elfen Lied, right here, the omnibus. I have all 4 of them, but I've only read the first one, so that's why this is the only one on the shelf. On this shelf, the other ones are on the other shelf. I'm not gonna open this. If you've read or even watched the Elfen Lied, and if you've read that manga or watched the Elfen Lied anime, you'll know why I'm not gonna open it. We got Fire Punch, which I love. I love this series so much. I did a masterpiece. I did a video calling this series a masterpiece. Calling Fire Punch a masterpiece, which it 100% is a masterpiece. This is a great series. I definitely think it's worth checking out. This is by Tatsuki Fujimoto, same dude that does, because it's ongoing. It's on hiatus or whatever. It's coming back next year. He does Chainsaw Man. Actually, I think I covered my Chainsaw Man volumes. Yeah, Chainsaw Man up there. I gotta put that back in there. I gotta slide it in. Kind of tough. So yeah, there's Fire Punch. I got all 8 volumes of Fire Punch. Moving on, we have Gantsu, volumes 1 and 2. Those are the only ones I've read so far. Same deal as with Elfen Lied. I'm not gonna open it, but these are like big volumes, as you can see. Starting to yellow a little bit, which kind of sucks, but right here too, these are like really thick volumes. And I have the first two of Gantz over here. I have all the other available volumes of these big boy omnibus volumes on my other shelf, but I've only read the first two. I've read the whole series, I read the whole series online, and now I'm collecting it now. I'm collecting these big boy volumes as they come out until all of it is completely out, because I love the series and it's probably my favorite manga ever. I think I've mentioned that. I'm not sure if I have or not. I mentioned that in other videos. Same creator, Hiroya Oku. Same creator, Gigant. I won't open this for the same reason. It's really, it's not friendly. It's not YouTube friendly, and I don't want to have to censor things out. I don't have to blur. But yeah, Gigant. I've talked about the series before. It's this girl right here can become huge. She's also a porn star, and yeah, she's got some assets. And it's a wild story. I got the other two volumes on my other shelf. Once I finish those volumes, I'm gonna do a video about the series. This is right here is a recent find. I really want to get my hands on the rest of this, but it's so fucking hard to get the other volumes because they're just ridiculously priced. They're out of print or whatever, and people selling them want an arm and a leg for them. But yeah, Hell's Paradise. This story is nuts. It's so fucking over the top. I don't want to show too much because there's mad heavy spoilers, but yeah, it totally did not go the way I thought it was gonna go. It went 0 to 100 really fucking quick, and I want to do a video about it, but I really wanted to do a video about Kaiju number 8 first. I'm gonna do my Kaiju number 8 video first, and then I'm gonna do a video about Hell's Paradise. Just because Hell's Paradise has been out for a while, and Kaiju number 8's a little more recent, so I really wanted to do a video about that instead. Jagan. This is another one that's fucking crazy. It's complete in Japanese. I think the 14th volume could have recently just come out in Japanese. It's kind of it reminds me of Parasite, where people get infected, and they become kind of like monsters. Only this, it's affected by your emotions, and you're not taken over completely by the parasite the way you are in Parasite, where the parasite takes over your body. That you just kind of it alters your emotions. This is Miyako-chan. I love this series. I have volumes 1 through 4. I ordered volume 5, so whenever that comes out, I'll get it. This is an anime now, and the anime is really good too. But I love the manga. I definitely 100% recommend the manga, because as good as the anime is, the drawings are so good. Izumi Tomoki's drawings are phenomenal, and he deserves praise. And then right here we have the rest of Miyako-chan, of the volumes that are available right now in English. And right here we have MPD Psycho, which is a great series. I think this got made into a film. I think the series got turned into a film. And it's kind of as the name implies. It's about a dude who he has multiple personalities, and he's I think he's a cop. I can't remember. It's been so many years since I read this stuff. I've only read the first 2 volumes though, and yeah, he's got a ton of personalities. It's this was before. This was before God, what was that series called? What was that movie called? The M. Night Shyamalan movie. You know what? Glass? No, not Glass. It was before the one before Glass. The one that it has to do with Glass though, but I can't remember what it's called. But it's kind of like that, where the dude's got a bunch of fucking personalities. But this predates that by a long shot. Got a lot of Parasite. Got all of Parasite here. All 8 volumes of Parasite. This is a great series. I loved the manga. I also watched the show, but I read the manga before the show came out. Really enjoyed the manga quite a bit. This is a great series. I've had it for a number of years. Yeah, and it's fucking crazy. So yeah, this is what I was mentioning before. That's kind of that Jagan is kind of like this. And this guy gets a parasite in his hand, and he and the parasite end up having to work kind of in tandem to survive. That's really good. It's a great series. Right next to this, we have People Chew by Felipe Smith, and Felipe Smith is a great dude. Really, just good person all around. I love his work. He was a big inspiration for me with learning Japanese, and like this series is nuts. Like everything he does is just like so over the top. It's great, and I really respect him a lot as a creator. Learned full fluent Japanese, went to Japan, worked as a mangaka in Japan, and he created this series. He's back in the U.S. now. He's been back in the U.S. for a long time, but yeah, he went to Japan and worked in Japan and wrote People Chew out there. And yeah, that was really cool. So this is definitely a series that I would recommend. I made a video about People Chew. It's up on the channel, so if you want to check that out, it'd be really cool. I got the first 4 volumes of Rent a Girlfriend, and this is a great series that got turned into an anime, and I'm really a big fan of this series. I have the other volumes. I think I have all the available volumes on my other shelf, but the drawings are really great. I think the anime does a good job of, like, does it justice. And this dude was on an episode of I can't remember the name of the series. It's on YouTube. I didn't even know that was him. Where this dude, I forgot what the series is, but he interviews like people in Japan that do different things, and he interviewed a mangaka, and it was this dude. Yeah, he was talking about a series, and I had no idea it was Rent a Girlfriend until much later. I came across the episode again, and I realized that Rent a Girlfriend was the episode that one of the episodes that was featured with a mangaka. And it was funny because I'd watched the anime and I loved the anime, and I wanted to read the manga, so I started picking up the volumes of the manga, and I've only read the first 4. So right here we have the first 2 volumes of To Your Eternity. Oop. I did not mean to drop that. So we have the first 2 volumes of To Your Eternity. This series is so good. It's fucking heartbreaking too. Like, it's legitimately like one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever read. This is like Violet Evergarden in manga form. Next up, we have Triage X in 3 different fucking languages. We got the first volume and volume 3 in English. Then we got volume 2 in Spanish, and then we got volume 4 in German, in Deutsch. So yeah, this one's in Spanish and looks like a fucking bootleg. Looks like a rip. And then we got volume 1 here in English. I won't open these because there's a lot of nudity, and I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. We got the first 2 volumes of Vinland Saga, which is a great series, and really well done. I haven't read any more of it, sadly, than these first 2, but these are like big boy volumes. I've had these for a long time, you can tell from how yellowed they are. Wow, I don't want to break this thing. I don't want to break the spine. But yeah, I've had these for a long time, you can see how yellowed they are. They've seen some years. I definitely want to like get volume 3 and get back into it, but I did read the first 2. If I end up getting volume 3, I'm probably going to start all the way back over from volume 1 and just start from there and then go down the line and read all of it. Alright, so now we are at the bottom. I'm like sitting on the ground trying to do this bottom shelf. We got Velveteen Mandala, which I did a video about as well. Really nuts series, really crazy. Really enjoyed it quite a bit. I think I recommended it. Definitely recommend it if you aren't squeamish. Platinum End, I just got my hands on volume 3. This is a hard series. Some of these volumes are kind of tough to come by. Like volume 3 was kind of difficult to come by, but luckily I finally have my hands on it. And again, you can see my shelf is filthy. I try to keep everything clean and organized, but it just doesn't stay that way. And then I have extra volumes here, and I'm gonna be selling this volume here, but I'm gonna give these first 2 volumes to a friend of mine. Sometimes I'll buy people's sets if I need like one specific volume, and just to get that volume I'll buy a whole set, and then I'll turn around and give the rest of it away to people. I have Senran Kagura volumes 1 and 2. This is I guess this is based like on a video game. I've never played the game, but I saw the volumes and I was just kind of like interested. I had no idea until later that it was actually based on a game. And then we have the second 2 volumes of Bakemonogatari. We got volumes 1 and 2 of Shibuya Goldfish, which I've never read. I know I mentioned Shibuya Goldfish in a video about like I was gonna read it and then I proceeded to never fucking read it. And then we got Peach Boy Riverside, which is turned into an anime, and the anime is out of order. Like the whole thing is completely out of order. It's just funny as hell. Like I picked it up because I was gonna check it out and then proceeded to just never read it as well. So yeah, it's been sitting here for a while, for a few months unread. I got My Hero Academia, the first 3 volumes. I've just had them, haven't read them. I've watched a lot of the anime, so I may or may not eventually read them. I've got volumes 21 through 26 of Attack on Titan by Hajime Isayama. I've read the whole manga. I read every single volume of the manga, and I am done with the whole thing, and I cannot wait to see it animated because it is fucking nuts. And it's gonna be so good when it's out. But the first volume of Assassination Classroom, never picked up the rest of it. I watched the anime though, and really enjoyed it quite a bit. The Girl from the Other Side, this just got an anime adaptation, I think. I don't know when it's coming out, but I think it just did. I haven't read it. I've had it for years and never fucking read it. I would just collect manga just for the hell of it, and yeah, this is the first volume of the series. It looks really cool. I just haven't gotten around to it. And then Psychome, this is a light novel that came with a series that I bought. Like, I didn't buy this, or I bought the set for something else, and this came with it, and I want to sell it because I'm never going to read it. It's a light novel, so yeah, there's like no drawings whatsoever. It's just pretty much a novel. And then we got the first volume of Real Account here. I haven't read it. I'm probably not going to read it. I think I'm going to end up, if anything, getting rid of this. I'm probably going to sell it. But yeah, I got the first volume of it. It's kind of like one of those, it's one of those battle anime, or manga, I should say. It's like a battle manga, like Rooftop Rumble or whatever it's called. I knew it as Senku Shinpan when I was reading it years ago. I was reading it at one of my jobs. At night, I'd work at night, and then on my breaks I would read manga, and Senku Shinpan was one of the mangas that I would read. And it just got turned into an anime, and the anime's called Rooftop Rumble. So yeah, that's pretty wild. And let's move on to my other shelf. So I'd forgotten to mention these because I have them hidden away on another shelf. But I also have these volumes, these Colossal volumes. This is what, 3 and 4, I think? Yeah, 3, and then this is 4. So these are really fucking cool. These are really thick boys, really heavy. I can't really say how big they are, but they're definitely like more than 12 inches. And these things are incredible, like the drawings in them. Like just seeing this story in this huge epic format is really cool. This is all the stuff that kind of happens in like 3 and like season 3. So these are, I love these huge volumes. I need the rest of them. I had these kind of hidden away, so that's why I didn't show them before. These aren't on either of my shelves because they're so heavy and they're so big that they take up a ton of space. And I have them like somewhere else, but yeah, these are really worth the money, and you can still buy these. And I just kind of wanted to throw this in the middle to break up that video, and also because I completely forgotten that I had these. So yeah, these are also part of my manga collection, and I definitely want to get volumes 1 and 2 and then get the rest of the volumes to have these big Colossal volumes, which are really fucking cool. They're really heavy too together, and you hold them together, they're really heavy. So yeah, these are my Colossal volumes. Alright, so this is the shelf that you always see in my videos, and you only really see the top part of it, you don't see the bottom. So this is on a different shelf, but I want to show it to you right now anyway. My Berserk first volume, still sealed. I don't want to open it. I want to keep it sealed forever. I want to get the other volumes too, and if they're sealed, hopefully they're sealed, and I can just keep them sealed for all the time and not open them. I've read a lot of the series. I never finished it though, which kind of sucks. Never kept up with it, but I did read quite a bit of it. I read like 100 and something chapters of it, I think. I'm not really sure where I left off, but it was a while into it. And yeah, this is one of my prized possessions. And then here we are. This is the shelf that you see in all of my videos. And we've got a bunch of Junji Ito stuff. These are in Japanese. A friend of mine went to Japan and got these for me, or she bought them and then gave them to me as a gift. Here, let's check them out. So these are like early Ito stories. It's completely in Japanese, and I don't really speak a lot of Japanese. Sumimasen, wakarimasen, skoshi hanasemasu. So yeah, we got volumes 1 through 3 here of this thing. These two are sealed. This one is not. That's how she sent them to me. So I'm not complaining. I'm really grateful to her for giving me these. And we got Cat Diary, which is totally sold out. If you didn't get one of these, you're probably gonna end up paying like $100 for it online from somebody, because they sold the fuck out. And I got Shiver right here. I got Frankenstein. I got Smashed. Censor. I did a video about Censor. I also mentioned Remina and Fragments of Horror in that video. We got Venus in the Blind Spot. Tomiya, Joe, and then we got this dude throwing the what up. And then over here, I don't think you ever see these in my video, but these shipped to me from Japan. They're really cool. I just put them up there. I've never watched this fucking movie. I love the animated series, but I've never watched this Scarlett Johansson one. And then Gonzo for Gonzo Saka, which is my favorite fucking Gonzo arc. Like knocking stuff over here. Got some posters there and more dust. It's so much fucking dust. We got Prison School. We get a little bit more lighting in here, if that helps a bit. I'm like kind of in the way of the lighting as well. We got the first volume of Blade of the Immortal. This is a really brutal series, really violent. I never finished it, sadly. I do want to get back into it. At some point I got all of Prison School, so I have like 14 volumes of Prison School. And this series is just really worth checking out. I think it is anyway. It's a great series. It's really raunchy. I haven't read super far into it, but it is really raunchy. And that's what I thought of when I was reading Destiny Lovers. It made me think of Prison School, but like, if Prison School went completely the opposite way from how it ended up playing out. And I think the anime cuts off like right here, like in the first part of volume 4 of Prison School. So then the rest of this never got animated, which is kind of lame, you know, because I think it should have kept going. We got 20th Century Boys, and I haven't started the series yet, but I'm waiting for my volume 2 to arrive. I have volume 2 on the way at some point. I have a lot of this collected. Have not started it. I know it's a classic series, really celebrated, and I'm waiting for my volume 2 to arrive so that I can start it. I'm not sure when it's supposed to arrive by like the 27th, so hopefully it does, so that I can start it, and then I'll be almost near completion with this set. Yeah, so I still need I ordered volume 9. Volume 9's on the way. I actually ordered volume 10 as well, so hopefully volume 10 gets here soon. So yeah, volume 9 and 10 are ordered. Yeah, volume 9 and 10, because 11 is the one that I still need. Yeah, so I still need 11, and then I need my volume 2 to ship. Hopefully it ships soon. And then I have the rest of Gantz over here. So got a bunch of volumes of Gantz over here. Volumes 3 through 7, and this is about where the Osaka arc starts. This is where it starts, but it doesn't end there, sadly. And then we got Elfen Lied, volumes 2, 3, and then 4 down here. And then we have a bunch of Goodnight Poon Poon. I have the other volumes on the way, so they should hopefully be here pretty soon. This dust. So much dust, dude. And so yeah, my other volumes of Goodnight Poon Poon should hopefully be here soon. These are sealed, so I can't show it to you. I can show you some stuff from volume 3, I guess, because this one isn't sealed. I bought this secondhand. These are really hard to come by. Volume 3s for the series are difficult to come by. Oh. Didn't pay as much money for this as you might think, because I know I've seen people paying like almost $100 for this volume, this third volume of Goodnight Poon Poon. But I got it for a decent price, so I'm lucky there. And I have the rest of it already on the way, so I'm going to have the whole collection of Goodnight Poon Poon. I'm sure I don't know if you watched my first ever, I think it was my first ever unboxing, or maybe my second unboxing, I can't remember. But I talked about Biomega. I received a textbook instead of Biomega, but now I have the whole Biomega set, so I'm happy about that. Really want to read this, so I really want to like complete this series so I can do a video about it. But yeah, this series is crazy. It's a really nuts series. I don't have any Blam, sadly, and it's kind of difficult to come by now because the volumes are totally sold out for Blam. And then we got the rest of Rent-A-Girlfriend, volumes 5 through 9. The other volumes aren't out yet, but I have these, and then I have more Chainsaw Man right here. My favorite fucking current series right now. It's so good, dude. Please read it if you haven't. Don't be turned off because of the hype or whatever. It's actually a really good series, and it's worth checking out. Then I have a bunch of Jagan as well. These are all in Spanish. All these Jagan volumes are in Spanish from Norma Editorial, so it's really cool. I can't wait to continue this series. I really do want to read it. I just have like so little time. I'm trying to keep up with so much stuff. And then down here, yeah, it's not gonna be that great lighting once we get down here, but you see I have more to your eternity. We got volumes 3, 4, and 5. We've got some Undead Unluck right there. You can see volumes 1 through 3 of Undead Unluck. Let's open this up. I need to start the series. I read the like first few chapters of it and then just never continued it. But I do want to check it out. That's why I have the first 3 volumes. I think volumes 3 4 are currently out. And then we have Gigant volumes 5 and 6. And then we got I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I really want to read this series. It's supposed to be like a classic. I really want to check this out. Really want to read this. So yeah, it's supposed to be heartbreaking. Like a really beautiful, heartbreaking series. This is a complete thing. The complete manga. It's an omnibus, I guess. I guess you can call it an omnibus if you will. It looks really cool. I like the packaging. Really nice. Definitely want to get into that when I feel like having my heart broken. Soul Liquid Chambers. I think this is the same dude who did Dance in the Vampire Bund. I saw the artwork and it just looked nuts. So I was just like, I need to read this. I have the first volume of I Am a Hero, and this shit is completely sold out. This is out of print, so if you can get your hands on it, you are one lucky son of a bitch. Yeah, the space is like really cramped, so I have to like kind of maneuver to get over here. We got Raw Hero by Akira Hiramoto, who also did Prison School. So this is his new series that he's doing right now, and I have the first 5 volumes of it. I think they're all sealed. Yeah, they're all sealed. Every one of them is sealed. It's becoming kind of tight, kind of hard to maneuver around a bit, but yeah, the series looks nuts. I've been saying that like every other word out of my mouth. It looks really nonsensical, really entertaining, and I have the whole thing right now. This first volume right now is like completely sold out. I see people trying to sell it for like $40, which is crazy. Like as soon as something just like completely sells out, people turn around and start trying to charge out the ass for it, which kind of sucks. It's kind of heartbreaking that people would do that, but I mean, such is capitalism, right? If it's something that you have and other people want, you will go out of your way to fucking charge for it. And then we have Dead Demons Destruction. This first volume was really hard to come by, and I got the rest of it subsequently. Oops, I got the rest of it. So yeah, this is also this is the same dude who did Goodnight Poon Poon, Inio Asano. This is a current. I think this is. I don't know if he's currently doing the series or if it's completely out in Japanese, and it's just now coming out in English. It might already be completely finished in Japanese for all I know. I have the whole set. I'm trying to maneuver. Sorry if the camera work looks like trash. I really don't have a lot of room, as you can see. This thing's right here, so it makes it kind of difficult to maneuver. But yeah, you can see the volumes there. You can see all the volumes there. Dead Demons of Destruction up to 9. I don't have 10 yet, but I will get it at some point. I haven't read it yet. And then We got Shaman King volumes 1 and 2 there. Here, I'll pull out volume 1 so I can show you. Oops, that's volume 2. There we go. I apologize for all the dust. I know I keep apologizing for it, but seriously, I do apologize for all the dust, and I'm just like dropping all of my manga. Shaman King volumes 1 and 2. I know it's up to like volume 6 or something like that, or I'm not sure. Of these big boy volumes, these omnibus volumes. I just love how thick these are. Like, that made me want to check these out. She's looking at me. Bonnie McFarlane is looking at me. It's got those eyes. Yeah, these are like big ass omnibuses. I love these. I love just having them. I love holding them. It's got volumes 1 and 2. I call them volumes 1 and 2, but it's actually a collection of volumes 1 through 3 and then 4 through 5. 4 through 6, I mean, over here. I haven't read this yet, but I've heard great things about it. I know it just got turned into an anime on Netflix, and I started watching the anime a little bit. I didn't get too far into it, but I did read enough. We did watch enough of it that it piqued my interest, and I want to explore the source material. So, yeah, now I have it, and I can't wait to check it out. So you can see, like, I have so much stuff that I can make content out of. Like, I really do want to read all of this manga. Like, I just keep stockpiling this stuff, because I do eventually want to explore everything, and then just kind of keep going, just keep building my manga collection, and just eventually have like a library of manga. I think that would be really cool. I got more of my stuff. Got my other volumes over here. Put all this stuff back on the shelf. I kind of pulled it out now. I have to like one-handed put everything back away. My Goodnight Poon Poon, volume 3, and then I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Then I gotta put this thing back up too. Gotta put Azrael back on the shelf. So yeah, I'll cut back to me now, sitting down and saying some things. And thank you so much for watching. There's my necky neckle hidden in the back. Hopefully it brings me good fortune. Alright. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have a lot more content coming. The rest of it's probably not going to be out till next year. What I do have, what I will end up having, is I'm going to do my Kaiju number 8 video next week, which will be dropping hopefully that following Monday. And then I'm going to have 2 videos that I'm doing. Those are going to be vinyl journeys, since I haven't done a vinyl journey in a while. So those are the last 2 videos of the year are going to be vinyl journeys, and they're going to be my year-end list. So those are going to be the last 2 videos is my year-end list. Yeah, it's going to be 10 videos, 10 songs per video. It's going to be 2 videos. And yeah, it's going to be wild. I'm going to put them out like within like 2 or 3 days of each other, just to kind of cover everything that I had listened to. Well, not everything that I've listened to, but all the stuff that I listened to this year that I really liked. And it's going to be condensed into 2 videos, and I'm going to try to make them quick, short, get to the point, name 3 songs from each album that I really liked. And that'll be the closer for the year. And then I have a lot of stuff for next year, man. I have a lot of content planned for next year. I'm going to finally read Prison School. Like, I talk about Prison School in every single fucking video that I make. I'm waiting on the last volume of 20th Century Boys, like I said in the video previously. I'm waiting on the last volume on the second volume of Century Boys. It's 20th Century Boys. Once it arrives, I'm going to read the whole goddamn thing. I'm also going to be reading Goodnight Poon Poon, so that's going to be another video that I'm doing. My Gigan video that I said I wanted to do, Gantz. I have a lot of content for next year, for 22. 22, I think, is going to be a big year for this channel. I'm just going to keep pumping out as much stuff as I can, and there's so much stuff that I'm interested in, like manga-wise, and even my record thing that I'm doing, my vinyl journeys. There's just so much that I want to do, and to me, the sky's the limit. You know, as long as you can dream it, you can do it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want this video to be extremely long. It's probably already going to be super duper long with everything that I'm doing and saying and everything. So, thank you so much for taking the time to sit with me and look at my collection. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please tell me what you have in yours. Is there anything in mind that you wish you had, or anything that I don't have that you have and that you feel extremely lucky to own? What is your favorite manga, if you don't mind me asking? That's all. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm Oscar. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.
How you feel when you sippin' on drip in the whip? Haters talking shit, but I stay rolling lit. Stay holding splits, man, I crave popping pills. Sluggish on the drink, bitch, I'm chugging refills. Hallucinating